Hey, how's it going? So, today I want to talk to you about coffee. So, coffee's like weird, right? I mean, if you drink too much of it, it could really mess you up. Yet, the whole world worships it like some kind of religion. Like, why though? Some people can't even function without their coffee, and other people just get mood swings if they don't get their fix. Personally, I've lived most of my life without coffee. There were times where I drank it in college, and when I drank it, I thought, good stuff. But I never continuously drank it. It wasn't until I became an actual adult when I began drinking it continuously. But drinking coffee has helped me realize one thing, that I may have an undiagnosed condition. Let me explain. So, throughout my whole life, even as a newborn, I have always been excessively tired. My mom even told me that I was always either sleeping or eating. Now, life, am I right? In pictures of important events such as my birthday, like my actual birth, my baptism, etc., I was always asleep. Sometimes my mom was even afraid that I had died because I slept so much. So now that I think about it, sleeping has always been a part of my life. I always tend to nap 1 to 2 times a day, even now. Usually, no matter how much I sleep, I am always exhausted. And no, it's not a vitamin D deficiency. I already tested for that. So, clearly, I have something. That being said, usually when one drinks coffee, their heart rate increases and they become hyperactive. But when I drink coffee, I go from feeling exhausted to just feeling awake and good. I suddenly have motivation to do actual work and I can focus. But I never really feel excessively hyperactive like some other people. And whenever I'm on coffee, I always think back to my condition and think, is this how normal people feel like? That's crazy. I've been at a disadvantage for my whole life. But yeah, I'm on coffee right now as I'm working on this. But sometimes the coffee that I drink is slacking because it doesn't work at all. There are days where I drink a cup of coffee before work and it never kicks in. Then work starts, I'm still feeling exhausted, and it's doomed. So on days like these, I need 2 cups of coffee. Then I start feeling like a normal person again. I know. I need to go to a doctor. But I've always lived my life like this, so I'm kind of used to it now. But sometimes I think, imagine if I was always at 100%. I could have been so productive. Like be a scientist, be rich, or like remembering to take out the trash. But when the caffeine wears off, I crash. Hard. Because I react differently to caffeine, there's this one time where I drank 2 large Starbucks mochas. And no, I don't know the naming system of Starbucks. Please don't crucify me. But yeah, I had a Bible sized essay to do that night. I thought the coffee wouldn't hit because it never does. But boy, was I wrong. I was twitching, I was tweaking, and it felt like I was about to take off. I was typing so fast that my hands basically caught fire. Also, I was chugging gallons of water. But needless to say, I got the work done. But I passed out for 24 hours after that. But let's take a step back. Can you imagine the world before coffee and energy drinks? How did people even function? Were people always angry and passing out after a couple of hours? Or were people just munch on candy just to wake up? Yeah, human ingenuity never fails to surprise me. Like, how can someone just think that this bean could unlock so much potential? Like, hey, let me just crush this bean into my drink and see what happens. An actual galaxy brain moment. But thank God for coffee and energy drinks. They come in clutch. Thanks for watching my animation. If you liked it, consider subscribing. I'm planning on making more in the future.